when last we left our fearless explorers.
Hey, you did it correctly this time.
Yes.
Have you been practicing Fearless Explorers?
No.
You just finally
I'm just
acclimatized.
I'm just smart, I guess. I'm capable of evolving my behaviors based on.
I mean, it
changes
has taken
in
like 8 months to do that, but yeah.
Anyway, when we last left our Fearless Explorers, we were taking off with haste from the Ehiri planet with their guards chasing us, and we broadcast back a thing that was like, I hope you've enjoyed our art exhibition of humanity and our expose on the horrible slaving ways of this planet.
Right, yes.
And
They've painted with the brush of violence.
And of course, we threw this thing together in the 5 minutes while we were frantically trying to take off. And it's not like we really investigated all that much. So this is a pretty bad like school presentation level.
Yeah.
You know, we cobbled it together the evening before it was due, kind of thing. So yeah, but that's our best hope.
Take off, and as we're getting into orbit, getting ready to do our jumps, the Ehiri ships are huge. They're like 4 times our size, coming towards us, these huge diamonds. And that's when Gorban, the guy whose ship this is like, all right, we got to make sure we have an agreement. And he basically wants an agreement that we're not going to reveal him to the humans because he's afraid that he's going to get dissected. Or
Yeah, he was one of those crazy monkey things.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And like meanwhile the ships are coming, so everyone's like, yeah, sure, we agree.
Yeah, I think that was Pill basically who was saying we preemptively agree to every condition that you are about to require of us.
But then he brings out this machine for making a blood oath, where you like put your hand on it, it takes some of your DNA or something, and does something. So we don't know what happens. We're like, what happens if you break the oath? And he's like, what do you mean, break a deal? That doesn't make sense. What are you talking about? You're not going to break it, so it doesn't matter.
And of course, Pill doesn't have blood in his hands, so I don't know what that's going to do either. I still went ahead and put the hand on the thing, so I don't know.
He asked Gorban about that. He said Gorban had enough of his DNA from like the air or something.
Okay, Pill doesn't actually breathe air either, so I don't know. But whatever.
I think it means sloughed off skin equivalent cells. That's
which
what
is
I
all
assume.
contained inside a tank and whatever.
I don't know.
We'll find out eventually.
You have touched other living organisms, so
we did talk.
Gorban may have.
I don't know if this ended up happening because we did talk about Pill peeing on it.
Yes.
On it so that some of his DNA
yes,
could get
I
whatever
asked,
RNA he has.
He asked for a blood oath, and I suggested would a urine oath suffice?
Yes.
Because I am set up to do that, and nothing came of that, so I don't think I peed on it.
Right.
So anyway, it could well be they don't have Pill's DNA, but whatever. Pill was basically like, we agree to any and all conditions immediately, preemptively.
Fly.
Yeah.
Though I mean, that's the most unbelievable oath, right? Is clearly you're not really oathing anything.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But Pill is an excellent at deception and manipulation.
Yes.
So we're getting ready to do the jump, and the Ehiri ships catch up with us, and they send us a message saying, we're going to escort you to the edge of Ehiri space, and you're not going to be allowed to come back. And we're like, woo, only banishment! But then they said they're going to notify our authorities of our behavior. We're like, whatever. We didn't do anything wrong. Well, we only did one thing wrong. But the rest...
What was the one thing?
Opening fire on everything.
No, opening fire on the spheres. Flint Daniels assumed they were just like...
spy bots.
They were just spy bots. They had no life.
Yeah.
And so everything else was like other people foisted on us and then like framed us in this total setup.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
But I figure, I mean, who are Corporation Incorporated going to believe? Random aliens or us? They're Star employees. We killed Star Killer Base.
Yeah.
They should totally tell us what the plans are.
Right.
I'm a Degar.
Not so much killed Star Killer Base as ran away from Star Killer Base while sending a scathing commentary about how evil it is back at them.
Yeah.
How Canadian of you.
So yeah, we do our return trip. And
Crash land?
Of course,
Yeah.
we got wasted.
I feel like
Now-
we're getting worse.
Yeah, we were terrible. I don't know what was wrong there. And it seemed like things were going all right when we played all the cards out and stuff,
Yeah.
and we started playing it, and it was like, wow, we're doing the running against the wall
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I mean, that particular one had some. I was thinking about this after. One thing we didn't do, we didn't leave any contingencies, and I'm thinking we probably should during like the planning phase.
Yeah.
When you crack a can and fill it up to 5, we should just fill it up to 4. Just do that, because then it leaves contingency for something screwing up, right?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that was interesting. We would have survived that first one, but for 1 cube of energy
Yeah.
that got sucked up by an internal threat.
Yeah, there was an internal threat that you had to, the laser jammed, and when you cleared the laser jam, it took away an energy, and
That was enough to kill us.
the person doing it didn't take away the energy for that, and so we had planned it down to the last cube of energy, and so we didn't kill the threat in the white zone, and that, I mean, well, it's one of those things where like every threat we let through, all of them together, they killed
Yeah.
us, but that one killed us by 1.
Yeah. If that one hadn't got through, then the others wouldn't have killed us.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we failed, but Gorban.
Have you even had one success?
We have.
We have.
Okay.
We've succeeded every single time that Tim hasn't been playing with us. Now, I say that because I don't know that any of the times we failed have ever been Tim's fault.
Yeah.
I guess technically that energy cube was Tim's fault, but there was other problems too. So.
Actually, I think I was the one that was clearing the jammed energy.
Right,
the
yeah,
jammed
it's just,
weapon.
but you probably had never read the card.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter whose fault it is.
Yeah.
I just like blaming Tim because we've never succeeded with Tim, and we succeed every single time without him.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I think it's
not,
coincidence.
It is
Yeah.
coincidence for sure.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of funny.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So we're actually in Gorban's ship, and Robin had said that like the ship was supposed to be designed to be completely perfectly emulating our ship,
Right.
except it had a few little tweaks, and one of them was an emergency shield that would go up right before it gets destroyed and prevent it from being destroyed. I don't like that because I've always liked the way our ship, whenever we land on a planet, it's a flaming wreck that
Right.
crashes down.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, sapping some of that.
Well,
so,
this time you had a parachute, basically.
yeah.
well, yeah. The way I tried to tweak it in my thing is like it doesn't so much save the ship as much as it just saves Gorban's little secret compartment.
Yeah.
And it prevents you from utter destruction.
Yeah.
But I still imagine it being a flaming wreck.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll have to sort that out because I agree. I think it's important that you land in a flaming wreck even if your ship isn't utterly destroyed.
Yeah.
Right.
I think Robin was just concerned that she didn't want Gorban to die.
Right.
But I mean, it's basically the same as why we never die.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't really need a super shield. But,
Does Gorban also need an escape from the planet?
no, I think he's just relying on us to fix up the ship if it breaks.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, there's going to be a lot of future adventures, and perhaps some of them will actually completely destroy the ship. So Gorban may not survive. We'll
Right.
see. He's really foolishly brought this all on himself, hitching his leg into us.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll see.
I mean, yeah, you guys have crash landed a lot.
Yeah. And I did do a session where the only part of the ship that survived was a belt buckle,
Right.
a seat belt
That's
buckle.
right. Yeah. That was when
So,
you landed on Gala.
yeah.
Even in a situation like that, Gorban probably he seems to be like this weird background guy. We'll find him. He just snuck onto the new ship.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see. I'll find some way to kill that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we
Hill
crashed.
is a little leery of this whole, let's have a secret alien smuggled on board
Right,
kind of
yeah.
thing. Because, they'll use the ship for their own nefarious purposes that are secretive, and we don't know what their actual motives are.
They can't be trusted.
Exactly.
Secret aliens. That's
But he's
ridiculous.
also not wanting to push too hard on that particular topic, so it's kind of tricky. It's like, a spy doesn't want another spy on board because he knows spies aren't trustworthy, but he doesn't want to start a big spy search going on. So it's an interesting dilemma for Pill.
So we crash land, and Captain Smythe comes out to talk to us, and he is not pleased. He brings us to the debriefing and shows us the message that the Ehiri sent us,
Yeah.
which basically says
these people did all these horrible things, and it
Yeah.
lists all these horrible
All the things.
things that we totally did, but the context is wrong.
Yeah, like just like how they did when they accused us in the first place,
Yeah.
right? Like all this stuff that we were set up for was out of context.
Yeah.
The only one that we're really guilty of is shooting the spheres, and the rest are just like, like we instigated a riot at a dance party and taking an underage hostage. And, I mean,
We did take her hostage, but that was because we defeated her in combat.
she was an enemy combatant who was the most dangerous person on the field,
Yeah,
and they were attacking us.
Right.
yeah. We took her hostage fair and square.
Right. Yes.
We worked hard for that hostage.
You followed the intergalactic rules of space combat.
Yes. She was valid loot from that fight.
So, and basically we tried to defend ourselves, but they weren't super happy with our conduct. They actually believed, or at least were like unhappy with the report that they gave us. I mean, we were supposed to make positive relations, and we clearly didn't do that.
Yeah. So
Right.
basically,
I don't know if you guys had any hope of doing that, but
well,
No, but
I mean, we could have gone along with the whole eating the little rat thing.
yeah.
just because the adventure was stacked against us doesn't mean that.
Yeah. Personally, I'm fine with catastrophic failure. Because that means that the session I ran previously wasn't nearly so bad by comparison.
Oh, and also our art submission did not abide by the rules of the contest. Probably because we dared to accuse them of
Yeah. I don't really recall any rules either.
well, exactly. We accused them of slaving and cannibalism, which apparently is against the rules of their art contest.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. So that's kind of lame on their part, but I guess I shouldn't expect anything better from a slaving cannibal. But and we have to return in 1 year to stand trial, and by 1 year they mean 0.6 of our years, 0.62 or something.
Yeah.
So the captain says, yeah, in 0.62 years or whatever, you're going back there to stand trial for your crimes.
It's okay, we'll be epic level by then, so should be fine.
I'm surprised Corporation Incorporated even respects their authority.
Well, I don't know if they do, but they really want to make positive relationships with, because every time they go into space, they just get attacked. So they do have a strong desire to make positive relationships. Also, the Ehiri are way more advanced than them, so they also don't really want to piss them off.
Right.
They might enslave and eat us.
And if it's a fair trial, then we'll be fine.
Of course, Bill isn't particularly concerned if the Ehiri are mad at humanity. But anyway, we're back on Earth. We keep Gorban's secret.
But we don't keep the secret because I don't think we were. It was unclear we were supposed to. I thought we weren't.
I didn't think we weren't supposed to. I never heard anything about keeping those little sphere guys secret.
Because they
Oh, okay,
replaced
yeah.
our battle bots.
Right.
And so, essentially, what was decided was they just look like robots. Everyone assumes they're robots. So Corporation Incorporated said, well, we need to decide how we want to break. Like, humans know there's aliens out there, so it's not like to be like, oh, aliens, but they don't want it to be like a big thing either.
Yeah.
So they're like, you guys just pretend you're robots for now, keep it on the DL until we decide how we want to deal with it, and you guys, we're fine, keep being our battle bots, and while you're on Earth, you can just like, do what you want as long as you don't cause trouble and pretend that you're robots. And they're like, yes, we talk like this, and whatever. And so then they decide to go on vacation while have our week off.
Did they go to Hawaii?
I forgot. We gotta rewind slightly. On the trip back, or no wait, maybe this was on the trip out. No, I think it was on the trip back. One of the internal threats was rogue battle bots
Oh.
that start attacking the crew. It was great because we had just established that yes, these little sphere guys are acting as our battle bots this time around. And so it's like they've turned on us. The alien infiltrators have turned on us.
But the card mostly just did damage to the ship and stuff, so we decided they just got so excited, because those guys tend to get overexcited.
Yeah.
They got so excited, they just were like, let's just shoot! And they just started shooting everywhere and destroying the ship. And we had a little talk with them afterwards.
Yeah. That was fun. So anyway, yeah, Lieutenant Pill is paying close attention now to how these guys get treated by humans. And also, with this whole Gorban situation, he's got a couple of very interesting proxies for his own situation. And he's going to watch intently. I'm actually considering deliberately letting slip Gorban's existence so that he'll see what happens to alien infiltrators that were trying to be secretive. That would be very useful.
Like breaking your blood oath.
I don't
What
know
could
if
go
it's
wrong?
blood, whatever. But yeah, it would be a very useful experiment for him. But I didn't do that this time around. So maybe next time we're back on Earth, I'll do something with that.
But something else fun happened.
Yes. There was some discussion where I think it was Flint actually was trying to get a little more information out about Pill. And he inquired about Ricardo Pill's relation to Richard Pill. And I mentioned that I was his quarter brother. And so he asked what that meant. And I was like, well, we have the same sire but different queens. And so that was when they realized, well, if your mother was a queen, then you must be a prince, right? And so Pill was like, right, I am a prince. I am the Prince of Mexico. Because that's his thing, whenever he gets quote unquote caught out, he just goes, yes, and I agree, you are correct.
Let me compound my lies.
Because, well, he doesn't really know all that much about Mexico, but he is under the impression no one does. Same with Canada. Canada was his original pick because, it's such a remote and little known place that he could cover his lies well.
Right.
So yes, Ricardo Pill is Lieutenant Prince Ricardo A Space Pill. A space being his middle name, as we previously established.
Yeah, and so they were put on. We got in trouble. We were put on 1 week's leave without pay. At which point someone was like, "We get paid?"
That was Ricardo.